It's a volume day session. Let's get into it. I'm Carl Ragavan, Europe's original starting strength coach. This is Beautiful Strength. Welcome to another show. Obviously, I've had 2.5 weeks off traveling, been to all kinds of amazing, beautiful places in Japan. So therein lies the problem, right? This happens commonly with clients or with people from layoffs for different reasons. If you're injured, sick, or you were on holiday like I was, you can't jump back into your program, right? So what do? You need to go lighter, right? And also you might need to cut some stuff out. So again, a new thing I've been doing is writing my programming in the description so you can see the stuff I cut out this week. So volume day squats and bench, that is all I did this week for my Monday's volume day. Yes, there should be some dumbbells and arm work, which I cut out. There's a couple of reasons for that. First thing, going in after 2.5 weeks for me is a huge amount of time to take off training. The weights I'm lifting are significantly lighter and the volume was much less, doing triples. Again, at my strength level, that matters a lot more. Probably for you guys at home, you probably just need to do lighter sets of 5 and maybe just not as much. If your volume day was 3, 4, 5 sets, probably need to take it down. It's to reduce soreness, fatigue, stress. But also, for this week, I hate to say this, but motivation and drive to train has been really low. You're kind of dreading that first session, that first week back. So just punching the clock and doing my bare minimums, which is just my squats and my pause bench, and getting the fuck out of there and calling it a day. That is all that needs to be asked of me. And, realistically, you're not going to conquer the mountain in your first day back. Don't be eager to rush back to big challenging weights. That's a good way to get injured, get really sore, and you're probably going to take even more time off having to recover from that stress.
Like me, open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. I'll be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win.
The other thing I want to add about training is, even though my environment and my situations aren't what I want personally, I still want to chase a big overhead press. I was able to adapt, which is what I call situational goals. I'm in a situation where I have to adapt and change my goals. What I realized over December, having a hard look at being realistic with the coming year and knowing how Japan was going to be inconsistent, sporadic training, lots of travel, lots of time off, which is a big no-no for how training works. I was like, you know what? I have been super consistent, was training for that meet that didn't happen, but I put up big numbers for what I wanted. 600 squat and deadlift, pressed, 330, which is like 150 kilos. So I had a good meet. But what was funny was I've been benching at most once a week during this whole time. So for the past maybe year and a half, that's been most of my training for bench. December came round, the boys at the local gym where I was in the UK, they wanted to max out bench, and I almost, basically matched my all-time best bench, and I've not really been training it. So I figured, you know what, 170 kilo bench, okay, interesting. So even with a training cycle like this, I figured, you know what, this isn't going to be conducive to pressing, but I just might be able to close in on that elusive 180 kilo bench. And then I guess the last pillar to fall is like a 400 pound bench, which is just a little bit more than 180 kilos. To get 4 plates either side on the bench is pretty good hallmark. So I'm not that excited about the bench in general. Benching doesn't excite me. Much more prefer the press. But you know what? Benching 180 is still pretty cool. Haven't done it yet. So I figured even with how this year is going to be, 3 days a week. So this is the bare minimum I would consider training for myself. And also my workouts are a lot shorter than usual. Sometimes spend anywhere to over 2 hours. Some of that's a bit of gabber, but, I talk in the gym, what can I say? But, 4 days a week, at least 2-hour sessions wasn't going to happen in Japan. So this has been more like 3 days a week, maybe an hour to 90 minutes tops. So I think, I still can make a good run for getting a big bench. So yeah, here we go. So if you like today's show, you know the deal. Comment, like, share, subscribe. You know the business. If you're watching this right now, please, please, please tell me you're not just blindly copying my program. This is probably not what you need. This is just a log of my own personal training for you guys to see. Back in the day, 2012, I was 70 kilos, 155 pounds, soaking wet. So I know what it's like to be skinny and weak, thinking I'm advanced and need intelligent, complex, intermediate programming. That is probably not you. From judging the analytics, you guys aren't sticker club strong. It's 200 pound press, 300 pound bench, 400 pound squat, 500 pound deadlift. Most of you watching this aren't sticker club strong, and I'm going to be real with you, that's not very strong anyway. So for most of you, you just need to be doing the basics. You probably need to be doing starting strength. You need to be focused on the basic barbell lifts. You need to just be getting bigger, getting more protein, getting good sleep, training consistently. 9 times out of 10, most of you need a coach. You need to stop trying to get yourself injured because your technique is shit. You're running into plateaus. Training is just going a mess because you don't actually know how to program, or you're just feeling lost and you don't really have a compass on how to actually get through tough training cycle. You need a coach. I am the original European strength coach. Got credentialed in 2014. I'm also the strongest coach. That craft has been years in the making. Been in the industry for 2 decades now, since I was 18. So this is all I know. So if you sign up now, Beautiful Strength Gym, all one word, BEA, Beautiful Strength Gym, I could be your coach. Sign up today. Remember, the barbell never lies.